Beautiful, beautiful sunny weather. Check that out, man. Beautiful sunny weather. Yeah, so here we go. We got the tray rag out in Pomona. Check it out. The tray rag in Pomona. We ride them. We wrench on them. We ride them. What's that video? I have a video. It was build them, drive them, break them, repeat. Some shit like that. But check it out on my fucking page. But we got, like, the title of this video is this is 61 through 64 full rewire on using an American AutoWire, right? So that's what we're gonna get to. We got a buddy of mine, Oscar. He's gonna bring his 61 rag. It's coming out really clean, really clean. I already painted, already the moldings are on, so it's up to now it's ready for a rewire. So I'm gonna bring in the rewire. We're gonna do electric windows. What else? Electric windows, digital dash, full rewire, everything working. I'm gonna do a full rewire on that. But this is my personal build. It's a 65 C10, and like I said, it's 65 C10. I'm doing a full rewire. I'm doing vintage air, PSI. It's a LS swap on it. Check that out. It's a 5.3. We already got the fuel tank in there, so I have no more room. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this out, take it out to the back of my house. I have a little patio area. We're gonna pop that right there, cover it up, and we're gonna pause on the 65 C10, y'all. Check it out. So PSI harness, vintage air. You got your Dakota digital dash, all your components in there. Like anything else, when I get customers that want things done and it's a full rewire, I bring it into the garage. I put a pause on my shit, which is cool. You know, I gotta make that extra money, you know, to continue these builds for myself, you know. So we'll make it work. But we gotta yank this out. He already texted me. He's already bringing that 61 over. So we're gonna make some room for his 61 so it could be up in here. But stay tuned with us and check it out, man. There it is, y'all. 6-1 rag. Motherfucker look clean. Think Daniel's Creation painted this one, I think. Here we go. We're gonna add them power windows, full rewire, digital dash. There you go, right there. Look at that. All American AutoWire. Going through his parts. Big Oscar, give us a little background on this. Where'd you get it? Where'd you get this car at, man?
And I got this car in Riverside.
Riverside, man. Look at that. Riverside.
About 10 years ago.
10 years ago. And who painted this?
Daniel's Creation.
Daniel's Creation, man. This thing is super clean. This is his big sister. It's my car's sister. Look at that. The twins. 10 years ago, huh? Back when shit was cheap. Back when shit was cheap. now only ballers build these type of cars. Look at this. What color is that? Like a fawn, huh?
It's fawn beige.
Fawn beige. That's beautiful, man. It's raining. We're heading into the garage. We're gonna start the rewire on the 61 rag, man. Gonna keep dry. We're gonna try to stay focused on today, because we got the 61 rag. We're about to get done. Just try to start getting putting in the fuse box, the main fuse, and laying out all the electrical to do the wire harness, man. Just wanted to give you guys a little peek at the progress on the 65 C10 LS swap, vintage air, all that. I went to the chromer yesterday and I picked up the chromes. Check them out, man. So it's gonna be a patina. Look at that patina, man. It's patina and paint, chrome and patina. But check it out, man. These are all my moldings, all the side moldings. I need to get the other one of the top bed moldings. It's kind of chipping or whatever, so he's gonna redo it. And the bezel, a couple other things. But if you guys like C10 trucks, man, I gotta check out my page and you can see the full build on this, man. But we're gonna run down on what we need, what I'm gonna use for the 61. So let's get into that. Oh yeah, this is what we're gonna be using, man. We're gonna use that American AutoWire wire harness, which is a badass harness. I used that one on my 63 years ago. So it has the same harness. I like their work. The American AutoWire on that. I always use American AutoWire, man. We're using, and pretty much it's a full front to back harness, man. Check it out. So everything is brand new. We gotta install this fuse box first. So this is the first thing we're gonna do, is install this damn thing. That means we gotta cut into the firewall. I'll let you guys see what we have to do for that. We're doing some new Relics power windows. I've never installed these before, but they look pretty fucking heavy duty. So that's that. The harness looks fucking badass. I don't know. I'll tell you guys how I like them. The freaking switches look fucking legit. Dakota Digital Dash. He's doing the RTX. It's probably like the best digital dash you can buy right now, man. Especially the RTX. It makes it look all OG. But it has all the new LED lighting and all that. It looks fucking badass in there. So digital dash, power windows, full rewire on the 61 rack, man. So first things first, I need to clean all up in there. All right, y'all, first things first. Laid out the main fuse panel, fuse box. So this goes underneath the dash here. But that factory hole square for the original fuse box does not fit. So what American AutoWire has you do is make this a bigger hole, right? So so check that out. So you cut this out. I already did that. And we align this one and this one with the factory one. And this is like a adhesive, like a sticker on the back. So we're gonna go ahead and align it here. So those two lines, something like that. So as long as those two lines, just like that, and we gotta cut that shit out, man. We gotta cut into the paint, which I hate to do, but there's no other option, man. We're gonna be as careful as possible, and yeah, so let's do this. All right, y'all. The main fuse box is in. Check that out. Main fuse box is in there, nice and level. The dash under dash harness is already wrapped. What else? I gotta run that. So I'm gonna start laying out everything from the fuse box to the engine and the front of the engine and the front headlight harness. So I'm gonna start doing that. So I gotta wrap this up first before I install it. But first, I need to install some more pins on it. The headlight harness here, front light kit. Put that one on. wrap it up, and then lay it out to the front, and then we'll go from there, man. So check it out. Yeah, all that thing is wrapped up. The front headlight harness and the front engine harness is wrapped up. So before I connect the connectors, I like putting this dielectric grease, man. Just keeps all the contacts nice and lubricated. Less corrosion, which I don't think is gonna get corrosion, as long as he has that hood to cowl seal in there. A brand new one working cool, unless he's fucking floods this shit, but I doubt it. It's crazy. These fucking cars have rebuilt everything, transmissions and all that, but they have low miles. Well, as far as me, I'm always working, man. I'm always wrenching on shit. Plus, I work all the time. Plus, I gotta spend time with the family, man. You got to. But here we go, man. About to connect this bitch in there. So I got a full restoration on my shit, and I'm always working, man. Trying to fix shit, and I work full time. A lot of fucking overtime. So priorities first, man. First comes the family. I gotta make money for them. Investments for the future. That little piggy bank. All that shit has to be first, man. And if it comes down, man, you gotta drive them. I also enjoy it, but first comes family, man. Let's see. So this is the headlight harness. And then the engine harness is gonna go that way. Something like that. Over the brake booster. Like that. Something like that. We're gonna make that work. Headlight harness this way. Engine that way. I'm continuing, man. We ended up, that's in there. Then we also did the rear harnesses installed too. This is going to your rear tail lights, your gas tank, all of that ran through here, all through here. Make it come through there, come straight through here. So all your turn signals, and then this little mother trucker right here. Oh, there it goes. This is for your fuel. This is for your fuel sending unit. So gas gauge goes in there. Here we go, y'all. We continue with the dash. Check it out, man. That's that digital dash RTX. So with this system here, the whole kit comes with its own temperature sensor, oil pressure sensor, and your speed sensor. So it comes with the sensors, the wiring. So it's 3 that. So you got your speed sensor, got your oil pressure sensor, and we have our water temperature sensor, right? So in order for this digital dash to work correctly, you need to run these, not your American AutoWire harness. So pretty much that's how it goes right there, boss. Another thing is you got to run your ground wire. A lot of people just ground it out at the rear of the body. I like running a separate ground, just how Dakota Digital Dash runs. So you got to run your ground. Another thing is your pressure sensor has to be connected to it, your temperature sensor, and your speed sensor, which is all right here. speed, temperature, and your oil pressure. Comes with the sensors, all that. But as you can see here, so this is your there we go. So this is your fuel sending unit to your Dakota digital dash, and then I have a separate ground. So these two go to the sending unit, go all the way back up in here, and then I got my ground right here ready to connect in there with my beige wire, brown wire. So here we go. So we're gonna use that, your TAC. We're not gonna be using this one, the VSS, your vehicle speed sensor one. We're not using that because we're gonna use the Dakota digital dash. So the only under dash harness going to the to the Dakota digital dash is these. So check me out, man. That's how I ended up mounting it. It's still accessible, yet you can't see it. If you were to, once the dash is in there, you can't see it. To get to it, you got to come up under here with your fuses. Any problems troubleshooting, that's why I like having them all accessible every time I install them. But it's nice and tight, it's not going anywhere. But yeah, so we're gonna continue with that. Now we're gonna start wiring in, throwing in the Dakota digital dash sensors through the front, connecting those wires. We still got lots to go, man. Stay tuned with us. Been a couple hours, but we got it done. Check me out, man. Most of the wiring is already ready for the dash to be placed in. The Dakota digital dash is ready. I wired up all that in there. Check that out. Off from the bottom. These two we're not using. This is your temperature, water temperature, and your oil pressure, because like I said, we are using the Dakota digital dash ones, and this is a dash one, but I don't know if he's gonna use them in the future. I don't know what's happening, but I just usually always leave them bundled up in there. I got everything nice and tight, wrapped. We're not gonna be using this VSS speed sensor wiring. That's I need to cover that up. It's still gonna have power. This is the dash. This is our fuel horn relay, and we just need to connect these. So I ran them through the firewall, but I can't put it on because I need that. This is actually the speedo grommet hole, so we're gonna use that to run our speed, oil, and temperature. But I already mounted them over here, except the oil pressure. Sorry. Setup. It's long, it's tedious, but I like making sure it comes out good, man. So check it out. That is our temperature sensors in there, and this is our oil pressure sensor, and then this down here, going down here to the transmission. I haven't installed it. I just ran it down there and tied it up, but that is for our vehicle speed sensor. So that's all going through here. We're gonna be using this is the, like I said, the speedometer cable hole, so I need that grommet. I ordered it, should be coming through this week for this guy, and then we're gonna pull him out, put it in there, and then finalize the connections. Finalize the connections inside the digital dash over here, and those go here. The what is that? The pressure, temperature, pressure, and speed. So those need to be installed there. Everything else is ready to just plug and play. So after that, next we're gonna go ahead. This kit comes with everything. This is a badass kit. Headlight switch, ignition switch. What else? Ignition switch, his radio, all that shit's gonna be all up in there. All that stuff's in there. Then for the digital dash to communicate with that, it's just this cable here. So we gotta connect this cable to here, and then from there it goes to the control box. Here we go, y'all. We're back at it with the 61 rag. The wiring, under dash wiring for the digital dash is complete. We're missing a couple more like little components, cigarette lighter, under dash courtesy lights. All that's gonna be done. We're gonna go ahead and move on while we wait for parts. We're gonna get the steering column installed. We're also tinkering a little bit with the 65 C10, and if you guys are like that, those type of builds, check out my page, man. This is also a fucking badass build. But we're gonna continue. We're gonna do the steering column install. Engine compartment. We're also gonna do the main feed, 100 amp feed from the battery up to my fuse box. So that's good. So I can start tinkering with shit, making sure it gets power to it. What else? I laid out the main part of any fucking Impala owner. They want to drop the top, right? Y'all want to drop the top? Well, this is how you drop the top. I'm going to show you guys how you drop the top. So that's already installed. Stay tuned with us. Follow through. Like and subscribe, man. Check that out, y'all. 61 rag. Steering column is in place. Very nice restoration on this. Very, very nice. I guess I think the guy said Porky's. He's local out here in Azusa. But man, he takes them all apart, puts them all back together. It looks really nice. It gives you with that seal. So now that the steering column is in place, now we're gonna start working on getting all the turn signals, neutral safety switch, backup stuff working. So for the 61, we need to get this connection going. So we need to get this one connected to this one, because from the harness, the American AutoWire comes with this harness. So we gotta put that in, and then this goes into our steering column connection, which is all down there. So this is coming from the harness, American AutoWire, and then we gotta get connected to that. So we gotta make these connections all by hand with my crimpers. No problem, we can do that. But I wanted to let you guys see this. This is your neutral safety switch down here. So your purple wires. So you got 12 volts coming from your fuse box into your steering column, and then coming out to your starter, going down to your starter, so you're able to turn on your car, right? So in order for your engine to start, it needs to get this signal from the steering column saying, hey, I'm in park, go ahead and turn on. So if your car, Impala, is able, or any old school car is able to turn on in any gear, that's very dangerous, man. You don't want to be able to start your car in drive and fucking you forget to hit the brakes and your shit just flies forward or goes back. Fuck some shit up, man. Get somebody really mad. But so right now it's in park. We have current going through, in and out. It's closed, the contact. So as soon as we hit reverse, there you go, see. Open. Reverse. So now it should go back into closed. There we go. So this is neutral. So you're able to start this car in park or neutral. As soon as we go to drive, you're not able to turn it on. See? So that's all working beautifully. So what else? So now we got to connect also our rear tail lights. So pink is your hot, green is your rear tail lights. Say, hey, motherfucker, I'm hitting my brakes. Slow your ass down. We got the convertible top switch installed. We ended up getting the wiring from the accessory connection here. So yellow is our yellow is our convertible top switch going in there. So from right there it goes up and down, and then our pink is our Dakota digital dash. And like I said, the American AutoWire, you're able to add 6 different accessories. So we use 2 out of the 6. We have 4 left to put power seat, power windows, whatever you want, you know. So the dash is down there. Dakota digital dash is ready. Yeah, man, very nice, very, very nice. But we're gonna go ahead and get that connected, make the splice, finish that off, and finish everything in there, man. So stay tuned with us. All right, y'all. We're gonna continue with the steering column turn signal connections. At the end of this, made it up to here, make our own harness with this stuff. So pretty much we gotta get these little terminal connections spliced in there. Now the only way I found out that you're able to really make that connection, that terminal connection, really good is by getting yourself a set of these, man. I'm sure there's other on the market, probably more expensive, but these are pretty reasonably priced, and they make all the connections, man. And they're from American AutoWire. Really good, man. So you need that if you're gonna get this kit, man, or if you're gonna try to do it yourself. But yeah, let's get this done. All right, y'all. Next up is the transmission harness, man. So with the 61, originally he came with a 2-speed power glide, but he put in that 700. So in order to get that 700 to work correctly, we need to wire up this TCC, which is we need a power feed from our brake switch to land in here constantly until the brakes are pressed. Then it'll cut out that lockout, so to slow down your transmission, right? That 4th gear. Power should be coming out as soon as you hit the brakes. So the brakes are not pressed. As soon as you press the brake pedal, it moves away, opening this contact, giving power to your brake lights, right? So we needed 2 contacts. So this other contact is for our TCC, which is here, 12 volts, purple, to get power there. So it's always activated, giving power to your transmission. As soon as you hit the brakes, this opens up, cuts off power, slows down your transmission, higher RPM, to make sure you slow down properly. All right, y'all, we're back with some progress, man, on the 61 rag. So all the dash stuff is done. Pretty much everything. We just need the windshield wiper harness. So in this American AutoWire harness kit, you have to use your factory windshield wiper harness or purchase another one. So he purchased a new one. I'm waiting for that. So we moved on to setting up all the engine compartments. So we got all the wires spread out, alternator, starter, main fuse. We started laying out all the wires for electric fans, horns, passenger side front headlights, but all that is done for now. But I'm working on something special that he wants under the dash. We're gonna end up hooking up his a stereo. He got a retro sound stereo with Bluetooth and iPod connection. But he has one of those Bowman color bars. So check that out, man. So I'm right here testing everything, how to wire it up. So I'm gonna show you guys how I did this. So this is a Bowman color bar. It's a 20-inch or 19-inch. It's pretty clean. And then this is that custom auto sound Bluetooth stereo. It looks factory, but you could connect Bluetooth your phone to it. But all right, y'all, check it out. We're working on the wiring right here for the front headlight harness. This is how we moving. That's already set up. This one's already set up. It's gotta follow this. It's gonna go through here. I'm gonna connect that later. Front headlights. But I had to stop the video because it's raining and I left this door open, and check that out. I got a motherfucking little baby bird up in here. I left that door open, and now this little fool's in here, and I gotta get him out. Yeah. Get the fuck out, yo. Oh, look at. Oh. Let me see. Let's get this fucking bird out. Now it's gonna be shitting everywhere. This little stupid bird. Oh, look at. You see him? Check him out, yo. He went straight into that window. All right, we're gonna kick this fool out. If not, he's gonna be shitting all over everything. Stupid ass bird. So we're gonna open this. Let's see if it'll fly out. He's way over there on the other side. I had to close the door because it started raining. Oh, yeah. There he goes. There it goes. There it goes. Look at it. Beautiful. He's out. Small commercial break. All right, y'all, we're done with that front end, front headlight harness. Man, it was raining all freaking day. It's barely clearing up, man. Check that out. But luckily we're in the garage, staying dry. But yeah, check that out. Headlight harness is done. Everything's nice and tied up. I ended up putting those wire holders. They're 3/8. Everything's connected. And then these are the splices that not splices, but the connections you have to make with those special terminals. But check that out, man. You gotta have those pliers, man, or else it's gonna be a bitch. Mounted the battery tray. I ended up using these stainless steel button heads. I love using these. Nice and clean. Use them on the ground as well. Not soldered, use some heat shrink. Put a little rubber seal in there to protect the wires. Turn signals, headlights. We are now gonna start working on the engine compartment and running our main fuse, y'all. So I don't know. This is gonna come here, probably here, or maybe hidden somewhere over there. I'm not too sure, man. Maybe here. I don't know, but we're gonna work on that. Pretty much that's how it's gonna go. Fuse, alternator, starter. Gotta run that. Here's some progress on the dash. Check that out. Steering wheel. Got that Bowman in the bottom. It's coming along, man. So now we just need the front headlights. Engine compartment and main fuse, and then we can start working on these new Relics power windows, which I'm excited for. This is my first time going. Vents. And the power top. So that's next. Stay tuned with us, man. Let's see how we could get them. Everything is done on the engine compartment except for your ignition feed and your coil tack. So I need to connect those, but I wanted to go over coils. But here we go. So that's where I ended up running our main fuse, a 175 amp. This is your main feed, jumper, and this is for your fuse box, and then this is going to your alternator. So it goes around there, goes through there, all back around there to your fuse box, and then it comes here to your alternator. So, and that other one over there goes down to your starter. Everything is nice and wrapped. My positive cable is here. Oh shit. So that's gonna go there. And then I need to do my negative. I'm gonna do the negative down to the frame. From here, frame to the engine, engine to the body, body to the frame. So I need my grounds. I just wanted to go over this last step here. So we are on these two last cables, which is your pink ignition feed and then our white tack. So here is saying to use your ballast resistor, which you need a ballast resistor if you are going to be using a 6-volt coil, which is also fed to your R on your starter. So I'm going to show you guys how to tell if you have a 12-volt coil or a 6-volt coil. Okay, so this is how you're going to check this out, man. First things first, we are going to check your primary windings on your coil. So in order to check your primary windings on your coil, you got to go from negative to positive. All right, so your multimeter, you need to put that on ohms, and you're gonna check your ohms from your positive and your negative. So right there, positive and negative. So as far as a 12-volt coil, you should have at least 1.52 ohms on your coil, on your primary. Okay, on your secondary, which is your negative to your coil, to your spark plug wire, or negative to your spark plug wire, you should have like 9K ohms. So we're gonna check that. So right now, that's 1.5. So I know that's 12 volts. So we do not need the resistor. Your secondary. So your secondary is here. Your negative or your positive to your coil. So 9.78K. So if you got 9 to like 20K, you're good. So that's your secondary windings. So that's what's gonna give you your spark. So if you have 3 ohms to your primary, 3 ohms to your primary windings, you have a 6-volt. A 6-volt coil, which means you're gonna need a ballast resistor. So that coil is 12 volts. We eliminate this ballast resistor, less things to worry about. And we're gonna connect it just like this. Pink to positive, white to negative, and then our our distributor cap. There's 2 wires coming off of here. Your positive is gonna go to your red, your black is gonna go to your negative, and we're done. So we're gonna do that next. finish this whole engine compartment off. And next, we're gonna be working on convertible top, man. Convertible top is next. This is what we got going right here. All right, y'all. We're getting all the parts laid out for the next part of this build. Is the main thing is your convertible top. So we're gonna get this convertible top. We're using all parts from a local distributor here in South El Monte. That's them right there. Convertible service. They sell nothing but hydraulic stuff. Convertible tops for all makes and models. But we got the hoses. We got the upper. We got the upper, lower cylinders, top cylinders. We have the brand new pump, some mounting instructions. So we're gonna go ahead and get that top working, the top rack working. We're gonna put on our low floor mounts for cylinders, so they can pivot up and down. We're gonna connect the cylinders to the rack, mount our hoses. We're gonna add oil, automatic transmission fluid to this, some Dextron 3. And then start cycling it, man. Cycling it back and forth, bleeding out all the air, have that top working, adjust it, getting it ready for him. Because I think next he's going straight to the interior. So stay tuned with us. We're gonna get this top working. We're gonna get the switch is already in there. So we're gonna get that top working, man. So stay tuned with us. Like and subscribe, man. Follow back. Pump is installed. We're not mounted on, but pretty much the hose, the mounting of the pump, hydraulic pump goes to your left and your reservoir goes to your right. So now once that's installed, then you have two sets of hoses. You got your lower and your upper. So your lower hoses go towards the front of the car. So that's why you need to mount your pump first. Once you mount your pump, then that's that. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add it with automatic transmission fluid. So after we're gonna just bench test it because I need to put my grounds on, or we might put the grounds and run it from the switch. I'm not sure yet, but I'm moving fast, so maybe I might just bench test it right now. But check it out. So right now we're gonna fill the reservoir. We are gonna fill the reservoir. Has no oil. You can also get from Convertible services. They sell like a special pump that you could bleed the air out for you. I just usually just do it with my just how you do any brakes. That's all I end up doing. It's a lot cleaner with that pump, but Either or, whatever you want. So since there's no hole for the air to escape, this is gonna go very slowly. We'll cycle it. We'll bench test it right now. Get these cylinders back. We're gonna get the cylinders up to cycle up, so we can attach it here to the rack. So once it's attached to the rack, we'll be able to start moving it back and forth through here. Just so we can finish this part of the video. So I still need to put my grounds. I need to connect the distributor, and then we need the rear tail lights. So that's coming next. Stay tuned with us, man. Here we go. So right now we're gonna put our ground. Put this down. We're gonna mount our ground. I'm gonna put a battery here and we're gonna bench test it. All right, y'all. Let's see what it do, nephew. Okay, I got my ground. Like I said, there's a self-grounded system. I got my positive going here. My negative is going straight to the ground. And this is your up and down. Here we go. We gotta get those cylinders up. We're just gonna cycle it. So the yellow is down, red's gonna be up. Here it goes. Probably needs more oil. It's coming up though, you can see it right here. All right, ran out of oil. Let's add some more oil. All right, y'all, moving to truth. Moment of truth. Hydraulic pump is set up. Bled, already adjusted the rack. I put the fuses back inside the fuse box, the main fuse. I had to add oil to it. I ended up landing the positive and the negative. I grounded my block to my body. Frame to my body, negative to the frame back to the block. We're moving along. I still need to connect that. That's just to get it started. Right now what we're gonna do, we're gonna crank this, we're gonna turn this motor over. This motor has been like this for about a couple years, maybe 4 or 5 years. Adding oil to it. I think the guy said Mata's Restoration did the restoration on the rebuild on the block. Very nice job. Very nice job. So we got the fuses in there. We're also gonna start setting up the Dakota digital dash. We're gonna get the top working. But first, the lights. Let's check it out, y'all. Exciting. Here we go. So the fuses are there. Everything's hooked up. Let's do it. Let's do some lights. Okay. Park lights. We got the park lights on. Headlights are on. Sheesh. Park lights. Park lights are on. I don't got no headlights on that side, but the park lights are also on. What else? What else? Oh, high beams. Bam. Beautiful. Okay. Turn signal. I don't got my flasher. Oh, the car has to be on. Okay, here we go. Let's crank this bitch, y'all. Okay, let's see that Dakota digital dash light up. Sheesh. I think I'm gonna take off that fucking alarm. But check that out. Let's crank it. Ready? Oh shit. That's fucking tight. Oh, last but not least, we got the power top. Ready? Oh, y'all gotta see me do this. Ready? Picture me rolling, motherfuckers. Dropping tops. Dropping motherfucking tops. Check me out. Beautiful. Got the headlights working. Send these shit on. First crank. Digital dash. We moving right along, man. Stay tuned with us. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, here we go. We down to the last part of this build for this guy. We are working on the new relics finally. So this guy got some new relics power windows. I ended up looking at it. They have some pretty nice stuff. They even have truck ones. I ended up buying some for my build, the 65C10. So I got some new relics power windows. So we're gonna go ahead and get this done, man. We're gonna install the vent windows. The rest of the power windows were already installed by somebody else. So I guess he didn't know, but you have to cut out this part of the vent. So this part here, before you install this, in order for the gear to clear, you have to cut this part right here. So I gotta take these shits back off, take them back off, and then I made a copy of that. So that's what you have to cut out. So this has to go in there, something like that. And I gotta cut that off. Then I'll be able to mount the motors. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and start running all the electrical for it. So I got my accessory ready. So we're gonna start running all the cables through. We got the the boots, the wire boots that go in here, both sides. So we're gonna get that going, and then that'll be done, and he can take it because it's going to interior next, man. So follow through, like and subscribe, man. Let's check this out. Y'all, so the harness is installed. I just need to zip tie it up there right here. I just put some tape, made it look cool, nice and tight, nice and smooth. So when you get this harness, it's gonna tell you like this, man. You see where it says like right here, the right front, or let's do this one, left rear, right? So left rear is red on the left, blue on the bottom, and then the purple on the very bottom, and then brown, and then that's your dark green. So you just come here, and that's how you tell. So purple, red, blue, purple, brown, and dark green. And then this is your lead for your power windows. I need to make this connection here. SAS, it's in there, that one's in there. And then this is your main 4-way switch. I need to make the connections here to the motor back here. And this is all you need, man. Look it. I already have an accessory from the American AutoWire kit ready. So I do not need this. But if you didn't, if you just had a power windows, wanted to install power windows on your old ass wiring, you just connect this to a hot. It's fused. And you find a good solid ground. So that's it, man. Let me finish that up, and then we will go ahead and get these power windows working, and this will be done. He should pick it up anytime after I do that. So here we go, y'all. It's done. The 61 rad Corona cream. Everything's done. He's all wired up, ready. Pump, tail lights, everything, man. We're just waiting for the tow truck to come pick him up. He's on his way to get the top and the interior done on it. But yeah, man, he's back there calling the tow truck. But yeah, man, if you guys like this type of content, man, these lowrider builds, low rods, whatever, man, that like and subscribe, man. That like and subscribe. Stay tuned with us. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, y'all.